Hi, if you're a sales, business, or a management person, then I'm going to share how you can use ChatGPT and how it can help in your day to day work and life. Welcome to my channel. This is Rahul Bowser. In this video, I'm going to talk about how you can use ChatGPT as a non technical person, like a salesperson, business person, or a management leader in your day to day work and how it can really improve your productivity and save time. Let's get started. First thing first, let's understand what is ChatGPT. Don't get overwhelmed. There's too much of information everybody's talking about. ChatGPT can do this and that. Yes, it can do all of it. It is very technology savvy. It is very innovative technology which can do a lot of things technically. But let's try to understand what it means for normal people who are business people like you and me, sales folks, or a management leader in a company on how day-to-day life it can improve. So let's start with that. Keep it simple. ChatGPT is an expert with tons and tons of knowledge which it has gathered, learned from internet, right? So you have to talk it as an expert. So once you get an account in your ChatGPT, make sure every conversation is separate. Don't mix the conversation. That's the first thing. You start one chat conversation and keep the topic limited to that chat conversation. Treat ChatGPT as an expert, which means you have to rely that ChatGPT has a better information and an expert in that topic. So declare ChatGPT that what kind of expert ChatGPT is, and you are asking for help or consulting ChatGPT for any topic which you want to talk about, right? So that's the first thing. Have a human-like conversation with ChatGPT. Provide as much as details to prepare ChatGPT. You can start saying, hey, here is what I'm trying to do. Please try to understand this. Please, this is that. This is the environment I'm talking about. This is the customer I'm talking about, or a business I'm talking about. Give that background to ChatGPT as if you will do the same thing to an expert who doesn't know you about it, right? And then ask very specific question. Don't ask generic question. If you ask generic question, it's going to give you generic answer, which will not be satisfying. Don't ask 3 words question. Tell me about this. Tell me about that. That's going to be very generic. Ask a very detailed, specific question about a customer. Provide things like, give me things in this words, 400 words, or give me in bullets or a table, and ChatGPT will do that for you, right? So give very specific task or questions so that it can provide that. Finally, the output it comes, just don't use as copy paste. Adjust that. Use that as a fundamental baseline, and that is where you will save time, right? Because to get to that point, if you were to do it yourself as a human, it's going to take a lot of time unless you have people working for you, right? So make sure that you use ChatGPT to kickstart your work, give you a baseline structure. Now, let's talk about where it can help you on a day-to-day basis, from a business point of view, from a sales point of view, from a leadership point of view. If you're not using ChatGPT today in your business, you're outdated already. Somebody's going to do that to you. So I'm going to talk about 5 or 6 different use cases as a non-technical use cases of ChatGPT, and ask your teams, and you yourself should use this to make your life better. So let's start with the first one, research. Any research is a perfect example for ChatGPT's use. When I say research, if you're doing a market research to build a business plan, if you're doing a customer research for a sales strategy, or buying personas, or defining some markets, looking for some data, use ChatGPT. Ask these questions, prepare ChatGPT that this is what you're doing, provide some feedback, context of what the project is about or what you're trying to do about, and then start asking questions. ChatGPT can help you give that initial structure so well that you can save a ton of time. Research is one of the biggest thing which you can use, and it can really help you. So use that in your organization from today, and you'll really see some benefits, and especially around saving some time. The next one is building strategy. ChatGPT has tons of information read and kept into their intelligence. and it can help you define a strategy, but you have to understand what exactly you're asking. Outline of a strategy is something which ChatGPT can really help you kickstart. It may not be perfect from the day one, but it can help you get started. Sometimes we know what we want to do, but we need that Kickstarter, and that Kickstarter is what a ChatGPT can provide you when it comes to strategy, right? Ask where to get started with ChatGPT, with the strategy. Get help on defining the go-to-market approach, for example, the marketing approach, for example, how to position a product to a particular customer segment or a persona. All these things as an outline, it can start giving it to you, and you can start from there to take that whole strategy. ChatGPT cannot give you an exact 100% foolproof strategy, but it'll help you define the framework, and from there you can get started. It'll really save 50-60% time for you. The third use case is marketing. If your marketing team does not use ChatGPT, fire them, right? This is the first thing I would say. They have to use that, not to replace their jobs, but to make them more efficient. This is super important. If your marketing leader is not up to it, then something's wrong. They have to use this. What a marketing team can use it. Marketing team can use ChatGPT for marketing research, for defining customer personas. They can actually define, ChatGPT can define the marketing strategy to a very targeted campaign. It can write content. It can simplify content. It can complicate content. It can give you very detailed content for some things, or a very light version of that. Content for email, landing pages, blogs, all of it ChatGPT can do for a marketing team. Social post ideas, great use case. If this is not what ChatGPT can do for marketing team, what else I can't think of, right? Video scripts, talking points, all of this can be done by ChatGPT. Use that as a most intelligent resource in your marketing team. If you don't do that, then something's wrong with your team. Making presentation is another use case, the fourth one, right? Presentation. How do you use presentation? It is not going to create presentation slides for you, but it will create a structure. It can help you define and rephrase some of the important things, because what you write is very important for your audience, right? The words matter there. And that's exactly where you can use ChatGPT. You can ask ChatGPT to rephrase the vision statements, the objectives of it, or the statements of it. You can ask for the right suggested graphics, what you should use, how long this should be. But you have to teach the ChatGPT with the right audience information, who's the target, what's the objective, and so on, and it will do the job perfectly. It'll give you the outline. That's what you should expect from ChatGPT when it comes to making presentation. It'll help you save time. It'll help you get started. That is really, really, really important, right? Sales and customer support is my fifth use case. Every day, salespeople can really improve their efficiency. They can ask help to write the right mail, personalize emails based on the customer, based on the product they're pitching. They can improvise their presentation and pitch decks, proposals. All of it can be structured accordingly. They can even do the homework before they go to talk to a customer, for example. All of this can be done for sales as well as for customer support. When a customer is reaching out and you need a simplest answer to handle a frustrated customer, to improvise the language, to cool the customer down, you can actually use this as a tool who can intelligently guide you in your English and grammar. Not everybody is proficient in English, right? I use very simple English. I can't use complex words. And this is where ChatGPT can really help me. The last one is projects. When you're running a big project, ChatGPT can again come in as an intelligent person helping you as an assistant to define the objectives, to define the right milestones, task. It can help you organize your meeting cadence and what should be the format of it. All of it, if you ask these questions to ChatGPT with the right information, it can really, really save time. And these are all 6 different key use cases you can use in your business as a business leader, as a salesperson, as a management leader with ChatGPT in your organization. So I hope this whole 6-7 use cases are very helpful, and you will start using and taking benefit of this technology as much as you want, and it is available for all of us to make us better productive. Thank you. If you like this video, click like, share, and subscribe my channel. Thank you.